January 4th, 2006. I will never forget that day. The Rose Bowl, Vince Young brings Texas in. Nobody thought the Longhorns, including myself, had a chance of winning this game. Remember, USC was a dynasty. It was Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Lendale White, Pete Carroll, Hollywood. Everyone's there. The entire college football world is basically waiting in anticipation for USC to win another national championship, and the train would keep rolling. I had been to the Rose Bowl with my grandfather back in 1999. And we were there for the Michigan National Championship game with Brian Griese when they beat Ryan Leaf in Washington State. What made it special for me is this was the first year that I was actually going to be allowed on the field covering it, right? For ESPN and actually for ESPNU. This is the first time I had done TV. I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared to death. So I'm there for over a week. And I'm preparing for this game, and I'm only focusing on USC. Mike Godfrey, my counterpart, was focusing with Mac Brown and Texas. So all my attention was on USC, and really, truthfully, the entire country was fascinated by this dynasty. So we get to the game. I'm on the field. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. The sun sets around halftime. You've got the mountains in the backdrop. It's the purest form of football that we have left, right? So I'm on the field. I'm a young guy. I'm like 6 years removed from college. I got my backpack on, like some, I don't look the part, but I get this horrible suit and a backpack on. And I'm on the Texas sideline the whole game. And this game is going back and forth, and it's not how we expected it to play out. And all of a sudden, you're seeing Vince Young versus this entire USC team. And USC's in a funk, and they didn't expect Vince Young to be able to move the ball like they were able to move the ball in this game. And now all of a sudden, as the game's going on, the Texas crowd is getting a little louder. And then you could feel more confidence on the sideline. And it went from, at least they're making a close game to like, holy smokes, they could pull off this upset. It was 1:50 left. They go to commercial break. Texas gets the ball back. Remember, on the 44-yard line, its own 44. And I'm still like in disbelief, right? USC is they're going to stop them here. They've got the lead. They're going to stop them. 1:50 left. They'll get a stop, and all they'll have to do is put Matt Leinart, put the knee out down 3 times, victory formation. This thing's going to be over. First play of that drive, they lose 2 yards. So now they're back to their own 42. But then Vince Young, I don't know that I've ever been that close to a performance where one individual carries 10 others the way that Vince Young did on that drive. It was completion here, completion there, 8-yard run here, 9-yard run there. Incomplete pass, no problem. Get up the next one, 9-yard completion on the out. Chipping away. That 44 yards seemed like a mile to me. There was no way they were going to do it. And then he just did one play after another after another. 19 seconds left. They're on their own 8. Time is running out. What are they going to do? I'm watching from about 60 yards on that same sideline where he ran down and scored. It felt like 5 minutes. Takes the ball running, those long strides that he has, and no one can catch up to him as he runs into the corner of the end zone. And I'm on the Texas sideline because they break the field, right? One half is Texas, one half is USC. I've got all the Texas players and coaches to the right of me, all the Texas supporters in the back. The band is playing literally right now. I have goosebumps just talking about it. I don't know that I'll ever experience anything like that moment where I'm on that field watching Vince Young do something so special, one man taking down an entire dynasty the way that he did that night. They go for the 2-point conversion. They've got to kick the ball off. I honest to God don't even remember what happened, but I know that Texas won from that point out because of the drive that Vince Young put together and really the entire game. He was 30 for 40 passing that night. He rushed 19 times for 200 yards. Again, I don't know that you'll ever see an individual take on an entire program, take on all of Hollywood, take on everything that was put into that dynasty the way that Vince Young did on that given night in the Rose Bowl. That's what makes it the most special game I've ever been involved in. I've been to a dozen national championships since. I've been to Super Bowls. I'm the most fortunate man in the world. That one was the most special that I've ever been around and involved in. I'll have that memory the rest of my life.